Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is a very special Feld Post Friday, and I gotta say right off the bat, thank you to a fellow YouTuber, Humble Collector. I frequently watch his videos, and I gotta say his stuff is very fun to watch. He does death cards, he does all sorts of other stuff, but he and I have emailed a few times in the past, and he emailed me showing me a picture of this, and I asked if he was ever of interest to get rid of it. I'd be interested, and we worked it out, so I'm very excited to see this. There was a little bit of a bend from it going into the mailbox, but otherwise, I think we're in perfect shape. We'll see. Oh, yeah. Get that out of here. That's one nice thing about having a box cutter from work. Oh, there we go. All right, yeah, so it's not too huge. Oh, we got the light glare. This is kind of like a commemorative little thing for the 72nd and 88th Infantry Divisions, which were under Hermann Recknagel's 42nd Army Corps in 1944. So in the Vistula Bend, under the collapse of Heeresgruppe Mitte, he, I guess, according to what he would be awarded, he saved the groups from the encirclement, and he was also able to help consolidate the troops in the Arc. And for that, he would be awarded the Knight's Cross. Well, he would get the swords to his Knight's Cross. He'd already been awarded the Oak Leaves. And he would be awarded the 104th recipient out of 160, I believe, throughout the entire war for the swords to the Knight's Cross. However, unfortunately, when the Soviets would relaunch this offensive in 1945 in January, that would be the final attempt. Well, I shouldn't say the final attempt. That would be the final time that he attempted to escape an encirclement. He had already been encircled or almost encircled, depending on how you look at it, anywhere from like 4-ish to 5-ish times throughout the war. And this last one at the very end in January is the one that would kill him. But this is just extremely cool to see. I've never seen one of these come up before. I didn't even know this was really a thing, but this is super cool. So I gotta say again, thank you so much, Humble. Without, you sending me that email and let me know about this wouldn't have been a thing. So I can't wait to add it to the collection. We'll probably get this hung up maybe in a little homemade frame. When that time comes, I might do a little update video or something. But anyways, this was pretty short. I appreciate you guys watching, and have a great one, and I'll catch you next time. Hey guys, welcome back to another Feld Post Friday. Nothing too crazy today, just some little stuff. I couldn't get my words together when I was first opening this one up. So anyways, we've got a divisional history book for the 13th Panzer. They've come up a few times now in some of my readings from the 111th divisional history book that I have, and the 111th is my main focus point. So having some other knowledge on what these guys were doing in the same area as them, what their fight was, maybe there's some mentions to what the 111th was doing. It's always interesting to see other sources. We'll just take a quick little look in here. I'm not sure. They didn't really have much for photos of it, so okay, this is cool to know. Yeah, there's been a few divisional history books that I've seen or had or whatever, where for the most part it's really just photographs. They're not doing anything else showing you detailed information about combat or anything. This one looks to be a lot more detailed, so I'm glad to see that. Nothing wrong with the photo stuff, but for certain units I'd like to have that, but for a unit like this I want the actual information. So we got a few little envelopes. It should be pretty easy. I don't think I'll have to. Not sure if we don't have anything too important on top or whatever. Just be able to. Okay, so yeah, this is supposed to be the 117th Infantry Regiment, which was part of the 111th. It does have a town on it as well, so once I get that sorted out, that'll be nice to know. But yeah, really cool. Some of the bicycle troops, trying to pull it up here where it's... Yeah. I've got a few things related to IR 117, but not a lot. Strangely enough, through different means, I have a lot of things related to Infantry Regiment 50, which might be here today. we'll see. Just to make sure I don't have anything else in there. Hang on. Get this unraveled. I think this is just a one-off. Oh man, yeah, it's really plasticed up. I mean, I'm glad though, if this got wet, that would have probably helped it. I just thought this was a cool one. There was no opposing bid, so it was really cheap. We got a lot of different awards and whatnot shown, so I just like to have stuff like that for examples. I think I'll need the cutter on this one, but... Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, this is along the Taganrog coast, which actually, I have a few photographs now, which look pretty similar to this, but this happens to be in winter, so I'm wondering if this is the winter of 41-42. Oh yeah, it would have to be 41-42. So the 111th wasn't in this area at the time, but it's still cool to have photographs to see what that section of the front was looking like at different times. And it comes in handy when I'm trying to do those long format videos. Taganrog has come up quite a bit, and the main focus video, like research video that I've been doing, is on that. I don't know what this, oh okay. It's on that, and so having extra photographs is helpful. The video is almost done. We're already past the Taganrog part now. I'm just sorting out the aftermath of the battle. Yeah, I guess I haven't really had a chance to do much talking about stuff like that, so anyways, this is supposed to be Infantry Regiment 50. Oh no, this one's got probably some stickiness and they're sticking together, but yeah, this guy's shoulder board, you can see 50. So Infantry Regiment 50 was part of the 111th as well. This is part of the Funker troops, or the radio troops. I'm guessing this is definitely pre-war, but still cool to see. So yeah, two things to the 111th today. Pretty neat. Yeah, so just a quick heads up, and then we'll wrap things up. That was everything. The Taganrog video is almost done. I am just finishing up the last bit, which is discussing the aftermath of the battle. I had everything ready to go, and I was going to release it, and then when I watched it all the way through, I think we're at like 30-something minutes just with that. Anyway, I watched it all the way through, and I was like, it just doesn't seem like that's the right ending. It didn't feel quite right. So I extended it a little bit farther. A little bit more translation was needed. I think so far we've probably translated like 40-something pages to try and make this work. Anyway, well, and by we, I just mean me, but just trying to get this done. I mean, I've had help from a few friends for, phrasings or words, or sometimes abbreviations are tough and whatnot, but anyway, we're almost done with that one. Hopefully that'll be done soon. It's been pushed off quite a bit now, but we're getting there. So anyways, I will catch you guys in the next main video, and I will see you next time. Hey guys, so I'm just going to add this in at the end of the last unboxing video. We got quite a few big boxes. There's no way I can fit these in frame and still get everything, so I'll be opening slightly outside the frame, pulling it up for you guys to see it, trying to get these boxes off the table, and then hopefully with some of the extra stuff out of the way, we can get everything in frame towards the end here. There's some pretty interesting stuff, kind of out of the ordinary of what I normally pick up. A lot of this stuff is older, like I've had it in for a while and just never opened it. I wasn't really sure where I would display or try and keep this kind of thing, but I think now is about the time, and maybe we can get the stuff rolling. Trying to keep this bubble wrap as intact as I can. I think we can just get it out like here. Okay, so let's see. Can we get this in frame at all? Probably not right now. I'm gonna take the camera up and move it here. So yeah, we got the first painting I've ever picked up It's been here for a while, like a long time. I just never unboxed it. Sorry about that. The back is old, as you can see, but yeah, this is, I'll set it back down now. This is just awesome, though. Yeah, super cool. So, I'm gonna carefully set this back into the bubble wrap, put it off to the side. Is that actually in the front? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure that this stays like away from heat, I think, because it's feels kind of, I don't know how to explain it exactly. Like, I don't even know what material this would be. Like, really looking at it in person, it's very strange. I've never seen something quite like that, but really cool. So let's set this off to the side. Sorry, we got, like I said, not too much space for the size items we got. I know what this is, so just get this out of the way. It's pretty, nothing too special or crazy here. Just more stuff to aid with research. We got a double package. Oh, that's got some stuff. Sorry about that. Book for the 72nd Infantry Division. This was part of Herman's Corps, Herman Recknagel's Corps later on in the war, and if you recall from the earlier video, pardon me, where we had the item that I unboxed from Humble, the kind of recognition, or whatever you would like to say, for his members of the Corps, the 88th and 72nd, I believe, were the divisions that were involved in the breakout. So yeah, let's get this out. This is something I'm really excited for. And no, it's not from Amazon, but that is what they packed it in. I was worried about that. The box came in pretty rough. Wow, honestly, this is one of the worst packing jobs I think I've ever seen. Okay, yeah, there was no padding in here at all. Wow, this is... Okay, well... How did this even... Unless part of it fell out? What? Yeah, like, this is fresh cut. So how did that happen? Like, what is... I'm sorry, this is a little confused. This was supposed to be really, anyways. It is a memorial for a soldier. Oh, this was the back? Oh, this was the back. So then what? The other piece came off? What? Well... Okay, this is, sorry, unfortunate. The way this was packed is really, really bad. It's a death card and a soldier. Unfortunately, yeah, this is kind of unfortunate. So I might pause and come back at the end and show a picture of what it was supposed to look like versus what we have. It is missing this top piece, I guess, so must have come loose during shipping, and I think I can show this without it coming out. Yeah, like, there's a whole tear in the box. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. This is supposed to be really special because it was, probably a soldier's family made this for him. I mean, obviously it's homemade, so I can probably get some piece of wood to match it. My dad does a lot of construction, woodworking kind of stuff, but man, that's unfortunate. Yeah. Oh well, anyways, it's still cool to have the pairing. I'm just kind of in awe about this right now, honestly. This is really unfortunate. I keep saying it, but yeah, that's sad. When I got the package and I shook it around a little bit, I could tell that it was loose and something didn't seem right. And yeah, I mean, he put absolutely no packaging in it at all to prevent it from being damaged. So I don't normally do that, but I might end up having to leave a kind of a bad review about, or an honest review at least, because that is just not good. Anyways, here we go. Some photos of Half Track. Man, what a bummer. This looks like it has some other stuff. Oh yeah, everything's wrapped up in here. All right, well, we got a cool grouping of some photographs. Nothing too crazy. This is probably a little zoomed out now for what we're looking at, but anyway, man, that's just something else. You know, I don't know how easy this is going to be if I take it out of here, actually. This is one of the ones I was concerned about. Well, yeah, we already got it out. I'll figure it out later. I just don't want to bend this too much. It's already damaged, and I knew that going into it, but it seemed a little too cool to not. Yeah, really, really neat. And I don't really want to unfold this and take it apart too much until I'm ready to actually hang it, but maybe later on I'll post these to the channel or something to let you guys see it that way. All right, so some unexpected stuff came up with this. I'm gonna have to look into that. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy and have a great rest of the day. I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Yeah, see you next time. Okay, so I'm going to add this in again at the end of the other video. So I did go back and look at the pictures again, and I guess it was a little bit harder to tell without actually seeing it in person and understanding. Okay, so yes, this did come loose and break off, but when I look at it in the photographs, it is off. This must have been something that happened later on where they added it to it. It is true, though, the packaging was not great. There was no padding, there was no whatever. This did come loose, but on the back, I mean, I should have made that more clear in the other video. I thought this piece came from here and that this other top section that's identical was missing. It is missing, but in the other picture you can tell that this doesn't line up perfect. So anyways, my bad on that. Probably should have looked at the pictures before going back in and filming this, but well, you can understand, I think, when you open it up and there's no packaging and stuff's loose and missing, whatever. I'm just glad that the death card didn't get torn, because there was with the nails sticking out and stuff like that, all it would have taken was something to get in there. Not that I want to take this thing apart at all, but I am wondering if there is the potential to clean this somehow and maybe tidy it up a little bit. You'd have to pull it out and do it, though. I don't think there's any other way around it. There's no access in on the back, really. So, yeah, I don't know about that. But it is unfortunate. I guess I didn't really mention this in the video. What I know about Martin from my research, if you look at his death card at a glance, there's nothing too out of the ordinary. He died post-war in a field hospital in the East. When I look him up, there is no records as to where his grave could be, whatever. As far as he's still an unknown grave, basically. So I have a feeling that what happened is the family got that information, and instead of making some sort of, other memorial somewhere else, they might have made a memorial like this outside their home. It's got the overhang, so it seems to have been outside. It's got some whatever type glass. So it seems like it was outdoors too, because when you're looking at it, I'm trying to get it without the glare, but up at the top here under the overhang, still very intact, and as you go down, it starts to fade. Rain coming in at angles, whatever. But I just thought this was extremely interesting. Unfortunately, the sad fate of many of these guys is just that when they went off to that war in the East and they were killed, most of them, well, I shouldn't say most, many of them didn't get proper burials in cemeteries or things like that. A lot of these guys are off in ditches, some random place. and a lot of the families maybe not even knowing what happened to their son, if he's missing still, or no idea as to where he's buried, what part of the Soviet Union or whatever. But very touching to see, how families responded to their losses. And I'll definitely get some sort of protector for this, and we'll hang them up on the wall together and maybe make some sort of plaque saying about, a rough idea as to the statistics of how many of these guys are still out there that we don't know where they're at, or if they are unknown or missing or whatever. But anyways, sad little thing to add this back in at the end. But as I said before, hope you guys enjoy, and have a great rest of the day, and we'll catch you on the next one. Hey guys, one more quick edit. This isn't really anything too important, but I just thought I had to, seeing as it's a common theme on the channel. Look at this. I opened it up, and I've never seen this photograph before, so I'm guessing it's from someone's private collection, given the theme of the other books that I have from this series. Actually, now I own a few photographs that are from some of the books. And anyway, this is just so cool. I've never seen this photograph before. If someone ends up posting this someday, I'm going to be trying to go for it. But this is just so cool. One reason why I really like these history books, sometimes you get photographs you wouldn't see elsewhere. I mean, I've typed in searches for Herman Recknagel so many times, and, whether it comes up on forums, archive sites, whatever, I've never seen this one or any series of photographs from this. So that is super cool. Just thought I would chime in because I really don't know when else I would be able to show you guys this. So anyways, for the third time, fourth time now, who knows? Have a good one, guys. We'll see you on the next one.